Alrighty. Oh. Here's the name twin. Let her get connected, then we'll get started. Oh, hey, Kirsten. Yeah, so welcome everybody. Thanks for coming today. Diana is out of town, Alyssa's out of town, so we've got, a good summer meeting here, a good July meeting. But glad you're here, and we're excited to have Jessica here to tell us about the Arts Festival coming up. But before we do that, we've got a new person. So why don't we just go around and we'll start with the computer people immediately. Say who you are and what organization you're with. We'll go around the circle and then we'll go from there. So Christy, do you want to start?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, Christy Hopper with the Damon Pennsylvania County Chamber of Commerce.
Welcome. Ken, I see you next. Do you want to jump on and introduce yourself?
Ken Gilly, Director of Community Development, City of Danville.
Awesome, thank you. And then Kirsten?
We need speakers.
Hi, I'm Kirsten. I'm the taproom manager at Ballad Brewing.
Awesome, thank you.
Emily Tomlinson, owner of Lee's Burgers and Brews.
Cheryl Sutherland, Main Street Art Collective.
Steve Barrow, Hammer Hill Computers.
Morning, everyone. I'm Will Macman, Programs and Services Manager at RDA.
And I'm Jessica from the Ruby B. Archie Library.
Great, thank you. Let's see. We don't have a ton of our district updates. One thing I will, and I'll talk about this later too, but if you're a merchant downtown and I sent you an email about our GAMSA application, so if you didn't respond and say you were willing to sign on to the letter of support, just take a look in your inbox for that, and I'll probably send a reminder out tomorrow. If you have questions about that, you can get in touch with me. Well, is there anything else we've got? I'm trying to think, kind of regrouping after some projects.
I think we could just open it to announcements from merchants or anything else that's going on, because I'm not sure about anything else. So we could open it up.
Go for it. Yeah. Does anyone here have any announcements or things you have got coming up?
We have our first takeover tomorrow in almost 2 years, so it's kind of exciting.
That is exciting. So it's taking over.
Parkway, who will feature 4 of their brews.
Do you have more of those plans? Put it out there.
Yeah, this was kind of, yeah, hopefully.
Okay.
We'll see how
I'll keep an eye out
goes,
for it.
how the community responds after such a long hiatus. Yeah, so we've been kind of trying to be careful.
I understand. Anybody else have any? All right. Well, I guess, go ahead and turn it over to you, Jessica. Jessica's going to tell us, she's from the Ruby B. Archie Library. She's going to tell us about the arts festival they're organizing and how River District businesses can get involved with that. So welcome and thank you.
Well, everyone, you have some little swag bags. Zoom attendees, if you would like a swag bag, we can get you one. And it is just some regular library pamphlets, the Play Danville, a couple other goodies about our Booking It mobile library service. But what I wanted to focus on today was the Reflections of Home Arts Festival. Now this started, it was an idea earlier this year to have a humanities festival, kind of pulling in what the River District Festival was many years ago. So we were talking about 2023, and then we thought, oh, well, what could we do in 2022? What could we do kind of small this year? So this is what came about. We have a book talk with Bill Grant talking about Jim Wren. We're going to have a writer's workshop. And then kind of our keynote event is going to be this unhappy hour with the Poe Museum. And we chose Poe, the museum's in Richmond, so it's not too far away. The staff member is going to come and do a presentation. The joke is that Poe has a lot of appeal. And we're gonna have the program and we have posters, so it's been kind of fun with that. But also Poe, even if you're not a big fan of American literature, you're not a big reader, most everyone knows a little bit about Poe. They've heard of the Raven, they've heard of the Tintin tabulation of the bells, or they've heard of the thump, thump, thump of the telltale heart. So everyone, most Americans know a little bit about Poe. And we thought this is kind of a perfect lead into fall and October and Halloween, kind of a spooky night. So it's going to be held at the Pocket Park, which is beside the Bee. And Nana Karen's is doing food. Harvest Jubilee is doing the drinks, the spirits. And it's going to be an evening event, very spooky themed. You're going to go down, there will be lots of ravens and skulls and candles. You can dress in black if you'd like to. Tickets are $25. They're already on sale. We've sold 3. They may be my friends, but we have sold 3. And it's just going to be a very fun event. And we will send a survey to every participant because we'd like to know, what do you want to see next year out of this arts festival? What feedback can you give us? Do you want more visual arts, more performing arts, more written or spoken word type things? So we'd like to see this expand. But then on the business side, we would love to have you all participate. Actually, Nees is offering a Poe burger that week. Cheryl's doing a barn quilt painting, and Ballad is bringing back their home beer. So thank you all for already tying in. But feel free to contact us. This is the ad that will be in the September-October Play-Doh bill, but this is not the full poster. We can always include different business events in there, and we'd love to partner with more businesses. And I also have very large posters, if anybody would like to take those to hang at your business. And that's just the planning for this year, but like we said, we'd like for this to grow into more of what the River District Festival used to be. Any questions for me? If you think of any later,
We'll go for tickets.
online, Rec One. So there's a QR code on the posters and on the flyers. Or give us a call. We have my number.
Okay.
We can do that over the phone too. We do have to create a little account if you haven't done any Parks and Recs programs before, but it just takes a second. So yeah, we can do that too.
And so you're looking for, it's the 22nd to the 24th of September, right?
Yes, but if someone had something on the 21st or the 25th, we'll encompass that as well. We're not locked into just those dates.
So if any businesses downtown have some artsy they want to do that week, or either already doing,
Exactly,
it
exactly.
can be advertised and be part of the full.
Yes.
Your sidewalk talk? Maybe. We'll see. I'm not gonna mention that yet.
Okay, sorry.
No, that's okay. Yeah, we're toying with doing a little fun something that weekend, and then and we'll be helping promote too, so they'll be doing different. So I think it's a fun opportunity for everyone in the River District to just do a little something and get the word out and bring a bunch of people down that weekend.
And you don't have to do anything that you're not already doing.
Yes.
You're already having that barn painting class. We will incorporate that. Thank you for offering the Poe burger again. We'll incorporate that. So yes, it doesn't have to reinvent the wheel. We're trying to make it easy this first year, and then we'll think bigger next year. Yeah. If there's any questions, I've given you all my card. Feel free to email me later.
And I'll share your contact info too. Full list. Yeah, thank you. I see Kelvin jumped on. Hey, Kelvin. Do you have any River District updates for us if you're putting you on the spot here?
I would say real quick, if you have not done so, please take the tourism survey. That's important. We want to get as many people opinions and thoughts about tourism in the area as possible. So please take that tourism survey. You can find the link on our webpage and our Facebook page as well. And if you don't, I can send it to you, Kirsten, and you can share it with everyone.
Yep, I can
I
share
would
that.
say that. As you can see, the pedestrian bridge has been fully uncovered. So we're looking at what the next steps would be for that particular bridge and how it's all going to connect from one side of the river to the other side. So be more to come on that. We're working right now on trying to do some repairs at the former Lou's Antiques building. And so once that's done, then more will come on that particular space as well. Other than that, things seem to continue to be moving right along in the River District. So, and so we've got some other exciting projects I think we'll be working on coming up.
Yeah, just as far as things going on in the district, I went back and counted and we had 15 businesses open this year since January. And then I was looking for the past 5 years, it was 60 new businesses. A few of them have closed or moved or something, but still, I was like, wow, 60 in 5 years, that's a lot. So that was kind of fun to see. Will, do you have any updates from the programs side of things?
It's pretty quiet for us right now too. I don't really have any announcements. Some of our grant programs are kind of in their lull period. So Dream Launch is our big program and we're getting ready to plan for next year. So that's, I don't know if everybody's kind of familiar with that, but it's for new or existing businesses looking to open or expand in the River District. Take a series of classes and then you have the chance to pitch for grant funding. And we're hoping to open those classes in January, but we're in the process of planning for that for next year right now. So hoping to open registration in October, sometime in the fall. So just planning for that. Our facade program, we have a wait list at the moment still. So we're hoping some funding will kind of open up for that and we'll be able to offer grants for that facade work as well soon. And then the Get Boosted program as well. That's kind of, it's for growth, expansion, and training. We did our first round of that last year, up to $5,000 grants to kind of do something new or creative for your business. Right now, we're seeing if there will be more funding in the budget for that. So we're just waiting on that and hoping that'll kind of work out. So if that's something that sounds interesting, just keep your eye on our newsletter and we'll kind of make people aware of that as soon as we know about the funding. So otherwise, yeah, kind of things are pretty quiet right now too for us for the summer. Just got back from vacation last week, so I'm a little bit getting back in the rhythm this week. But yeah, we appreciate everybody coming out to these meetings each month and just listening, connecting with your fellow merchants. And if you have ideas for any topics for the future, we're always, open to suggestions because we want these to be as useful as possible for folks and for businesses. That's really kind of it for my announcements.
Yeah, the one thing I would add is we had the startup slam last month, and it was really fun. So we're looking forward to doing that again. If you aren't familiar with what that was, it was we had an evening with just some snacks and things. It was $10 to come in, and there was room for 15 people to present. I think we ended up with 9 people who presented. They have three minutes to just tell their great idea, and it could be something they have planned or something they just came up with. And they get to present, and then the audience votes on their favorite, and they get the money that came in at the door with no strings attached. And the goal of it is really to just create kind of an environment, a culture of creativity, and just sharing really fun. It can be completely wacko out there, whatever. It doesn't have to be feasible, whatever. It's just to get people thinking creative. Not in my throat. And the fun thing was various people shared, and even the people who didn't win said they really enjoyed it because they made connections. Somebody who is working on selling toys and products for people with sensory issues and things. Connected with someone who said, oh, I need that product, let's get together, you know, so there's opportunities for that sort of thing as well. If you're a current, I'm sorry, I'm not sick. If you're a current business owner and you have some random other idea you want to share that you can't do, but you think would be fun to see in the community, that's a great opportunity too. So it was just really fun. And our next one is, I can't remember.
We'll probably decide on the date for that.
Yeah, it's in September.
Probably not, we're trying to do it quarterly, so 4 times a year if we can. And yeah, again, I don't know if you mentioned there's no obligation. If you do get the most votes, there's no obligation to use that money for that idea. You could go out and put it on your rent or put it on a car payment or whatever you want to do, or you can put it into that business idea. That'd be awesome too. But so it's kind of a low stakes, low pressure thing, just kind of a fun event to have our community support each other and support, you know, the idea of starting a business or entrepreneurship. So, but yeah, we'll let people know when we have more details about the next event and once we start to plan for that.
But yeah, that would be in September. Any other announcements, thoughts?
Kirsten, I have a couple I'd like to share.
Sure, absolutely.
If it's okay, we have a couple of things. You can also follow up them on our website at dpchamber.org. But we do have a business after hours happening this week. On July 28th, it's at 5:30 at the Autobots Ballpark with Charles Anderson Lawn Care hosting that. And this Thursday, all beers $1. Austin would kill me if I didn't share that. And there's also a business at breakfast. There's a new organization, Partnership for Regional Prosperity. That's August 25th from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. There'll be just continental refreshment served at that. You can find that on our website as well. We are registering for our Chamber Classics now. If you want to do a team or whole sponsor, that's on our website as well. And we also have a French Riviera trip, one of our international trips coming up. That's going to be March 23rd in 2023. And we having a Zoom on August the 2nd at 5 o'clock, just to get more information about that. So the travel agent will, share more details about that. So if you're interested in that, no obligation to it, just get on it and ask questions and learn more about how our international travel trips are organized or handled. And you can find the information on our website.
Thank you, Christy.
Thank you.
If just last chance to jump in if you've got something to.
I had a question, a follow-up. A couple months ago, I had asked about the sign here at the free parking lot back here behind us on Spring and Union. There used to be a big sign that said public parking and that it was unlimited or something like that. I don't know what happened to it, but it's not been up for quite a while. And I had asked about that because when we hold classes, my people can't park on Main Street because it's 1 hour. So I suggested them to park there. A lot of people have a problem finding it because there's no sign. There's a really small sign like down, but when you're driving, you can't see it. Is there any update on that?
Let me make a note. Forgive me, I slipped in my brain. You write it. But yeah, we can follow up on that. I apologize.
The lot,
That's
there's
Spring
2
Street?
lots right by
The closest one to me is this corner right here.
the one
The one
where
where
we
you
park.
mean.
Okay, yeah. So you're just curious if there could be a larger sign?
There was a
or-
sign, so I don't know what happened to it.
Oh, now there's just no sign,
Right.
period, okay.
Will, if you talk to Brian Donovan,
Brian Donovan?
yeah, he probably give some direction what may have happened to the sign.
Okay, thanks, Kelvin.
And then also yesterday, there was an event that the police department held, but I know me as a business owner, I was not notified that Main Street was going to be closed. And I know I came down here to come to the shop and I had to go around the world to get there because Main Street was closed. And I asked Robin and Vintages was outside doing something. She had no idea. She wasn't advised either. Were you advised?
Mm-mm.
So I put a thing on Facebook asking why was Main Street closed, and a couple of my customers actually replied and said it was the police department was hosting Bikes on Main. And then I actually ran into a policeman after I had posted that, and I asked him about it, and he said, yeah, we're hosting Bikes on Main. And I said, well, this is, I wasn't notified. He was like, oh yeah, we thought y'all were closed on Sunday, so sorry we didn't make it to you. And I'm like, we may usually be closed on Sunday, but they don't know when we're doing special events or would have liked to be open to get some extra traffic from people being on Main Street. So I think it needs to be important that whoever is going to close a street notifies the people that are affected by that street.
Yeah, that makes sense. I knew about the event and I had been sharing it, but I didn't realize.
I had never seen anything on Facebook about the event because I'm usually good about sharing events. I hadn't seen anything and nobody I knew anything about it. So I don't.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
Okay. That it? I know who organized it, so I can say next time, please.
Well, Brian Hood did see my message and he said that he would talk to somebody about it too, but this is a big audience, so just to put that out there too.
Right. I think if anybody else.
To Cheryl's point, those are always opportunities for the businesses within the district to extend their operating hours, as well as be open to pick up whatever additional traffic, even if it's like the 4th of July weekend, or fireworks are happening or things like that. So those are just other opportunities for businesses to attract new customers and certainly be open for people to come in and to help some of this foot traffic up and down the street.
Yeah, whenever we do a Christmas parade, if it's on Sunday afternoon or either when it was that night, I go ahead and open just because, like you said, people are standing in front of my shop, they might as well come in. Yeah.
Warm up and wander around. Yeah. Well, thank you all for coming. And again, if you have any questions about the Arts Festival, get in touch with Jessica and I'll share. And I just realized I didn't share last month. So I will do share everything from last month and this month today before I forget. And yeah, feel free to get in touch. Thoughts or additional questions. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.
Stop this.
Down and on the way out. Banana if you want.